What's going on, everyone? Happy Thursday. Hopefully everyone is doing well and having a great day so far. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas yesterday. It is time now for the Thursday edition of the weather update for Thursday, December 26th, 2024. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. This is where I do as needed weather updates for the United States. And today we are going to do just that. We are going to do a 10-minute video or so on the weather expected in the United States. If you're new to my channel, subscribe down below, give this a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and share this video with anyone you know. Alright, starting off today with a severe weather threat that is going on right now across portions of Texas and Louisiana and into portions of Arkansas as well. And there is actually an enhanced risk of severe weather across portions of southeast Texas. This does include Houston. There's the risk of tornadoes, a couple may be strong, wind, and hail as well. And that risk is ongoing right now. We can see the satellite picture. You can see things are rather active in Texas at the moment. All is quiet in the northeast U.S. And on the west coast, we're watching our parade of storm systems that continue in the Pacific Northwest. Taking a look at the winds, you can see here, there is a flow of moisture coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. That is one ingredient that is fueling the storms in Texas today. And on the west coast, we do have that flow coming off of the Pacific Ocean. Taking a look at the radar picture nationally, we do see some showers in the southeast U.S., nothing significant. And we do see ongoing showers and thunderstorms across Texas. Dallas, you're in the middle of it right now. Houston, you had one round of storms. You will see another round of storms later on. And last check, we'll do another check right now. There are currently no severe thunderstorm warnings, no tornado warnings. There were some severe thunderstorm warnings in Texas earlier. Taking a look at the National Hazards Map shows there is a tornado watch that is up for portions of southeast Texas, and eastern Texas does also have a severe thunderstorm watch in northeast Texas, which will be ongoing through this evening. There's also some flash flooding that is currently ongoing in the Dallas area. And Dallas is currently under a flash flood warning. You have seen some very heavy rainfall in that area. Winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories are up for portions of the Pacific Northwest. And we do see here that there are some fog advisories up for portions of the Great Lakes. Yes, this also does include Metro Chicago area. So some visibility issues going on there today. Taking a look at the Storm Prediction Center, here's the threats for today. Tornado is 10% in Texas. Wind at this time is 15%. And hail at this time is also 15%. Hence why there is the upgrade to enhanced risk. Tomorrow, there will be a marginal risk of severe weather across the Florida Panhandle, southern portions of Alabama, Mississippi, maybe even central Mississippi and Alabama as well, and extreme eastern portions of Louisiana, just to the east of New Orleans. Tomorrow's threat, isolated tornado, wind, and hail. Then we move to this, the day 3 time frame. We do see that things will lift back to the north. And yet again, moisture-wise, and another severe threat will occur across extreme eastern Texas, portions of Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, where there's a slight risk, and then surrounding us there is a marginal risk, even into portions of Birmingham, and that is for Saturday. And this risk may even continue into Sunday as well. We'll have to keep an eye on Georgia and eastern Alabama. Taking a look at the Weather Prediction Center, and we'll take a look at what is going on here with the latest fronts. And we can see today there's that severe weather that's expected in the south. We do see some storminess in the northwest. Mountain snows will be ongoing. The next storm system will move onshore tonight into tomorrow. Heavy rains along the coast and mountain snows expected. And then you do see those thunderstorms for portions of Friday down in the southern states. Some rain will move into the Midwest. Yes, keyword rain, not snow. And then Saturday we'll watch as this front continues to the east. An area of low pressure may develop in the southern states, and along that, where the warm front is just to the south of that, there could be some severe thunderstorms. I am concerned about this because temperatures and dew points are going to rise. I'll show you that on the models in just a little bit. We have to keep our eyes Saturday evening into Sunday morning. Could be some freezing rain action across portions of the northeast, and you can see that here. Let's go back to Saturday morning real quickly. Yeah, take a look at that in New York State, and Vermont will get into on that, as will Maine, New Hampshire, portions of Massachusetts. Then you also see the Pacific Northwest. Another storm system does enter the picture, where you'll finally get a break early next week, at least for portions of California and Oregon. But then later in the week, Washington and Northern Oregon may see yet another system once again. Weather Prediction Center over the next 1 through 7 days. High precipitation amounts in the east. There's going to be just a series of systems, one being over the weekend, another going into next week, and the Pacific Northwest, several more inches of precipitation. In fact, some areas will see an additional 5 to 7 plus inches of precipitation, with mountain snows being measured in feet. Taking a look at the drought monitor. Small improvements here and there, but we still have a lot of work to do. And the good news is that map I just showed you from the Weather Prediction Center. Let's take a look at that again. You can see here in the east, a lot of precipitation expected. We are finally going to see a big dent into the drought conditions in the east. And I think places like Pennsylvania are really going to benefit from these next couple of systems because they're spread out over time. It's not rain coming all at once. It'll be a gentle rain. There'll be some heavier pockets, but it is going to really help the drought situation. Still big problems in the Four Corners region. That's not going to change anytime soon. And we will see a little bit of improvement down the line as we head into the next week or so across the northern plains. But hey, you're still dealing with some problems as well. All right, let's take a look at the models here. You can see ongoing storminess in the Pacific Northwest. Here's the rain that's going to continue in Texas with thunderstorms. You can see that will move into Louisiana overnight, and there could be some severe thunderstorms there. Marginal risk of severe storms for tomorrow showing up on the RGM model, but I want you to draw your attention to two things on Saturday. First off, you see this light freezing rain up in portions of New York State. That could be an issue. That could cause some icy conditions. And then take a look along this boundary. You can see continuous flow of Gulf moisture coming into this boundary. We do see showers and thunderstorms become numerous Saturday evening across portions of Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi, and that is going to continue as we head into Saturday night, maybe even first thing on Sunday as well. We can see that continues. Portions of Florida on Sunday. You may see some severe weather. So we'll really need to keep our eyes on this. It's going to be an active weekend for severe storms in the southeast. It's also going to be an active weekend for just unsettled weather in the Pacific Northwest. Rain in the lower levels, mountain snows, and then eventually this next system on Sunday will move into the northeast, and there could be widespread 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. Let's take a look at the GFS now for that. And we can see here, heavy rain does move in Sunday. That will try to move out by Monday, but quickly, already by Tuesday, here comes the next storm system. Maybe a mix of rain and snow in Chicago, probably more so rain. And this system will move into the east. It may try to transfer to a second low, but that would really only benefit Maine at this time. And then you can see as we head further out with the GFS, take a look. Cold air for the new year does come back in. So by the time we get to around January 3rd, 4th, 5th, yes, we're talking about colder temperatures, maybe even some snow threats. You see here, there's a wave of energy that comes up along the trough. We'll have to keep an eye on that. There could be snow threats in the east. And finally, on the west coast, things will turn quieter. Any systems that come in the new year, for at least the first week, in the Pacific Northwest, look weaker at this time. But check back with me next week. That could potentially change. And you can see here, GFS is showing reinforcing shots of cold air. And yes, that is a long-range snow threat. Long time. Take a look at that. Here's the GEFS, which is the ensemble of the GFS. And you can see here, as we head into the new year, much of the country does turn colder, at least in the east. Slightly warmer in the west, but I think the east is going to stay cold for at least the first, maybe even the second week of January, while on the west coast you finally dry out. And east system, again, would be weaker. You're dealing with ridging, so that means your temperatures are going to warm up. Climate Prediction Center, slightly above average precipitation in the north, slightly below average in the south, except for southern Texas. Climate Prediction Center 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, above average in the north, above average in the west, slightly below average in the south, and watch what happens 8 to 14 day. Near normal precipitation in the east, above average for Maine. Above average in between in the plains and below average on the west coast. But look at temperatures. Yes, we're starting to see more of that below average temperature expand, and I think that is going to continue to be the case for the east. West will be above average temperatures. Places in the north, above average temperatures slightly in Maine and New England. I beg to disagree with that, so we'll have to see how that actually plays out. Alrighty, folks, that does it for today's weather update. Basically, the weather in a nutshell. Very active weekend expected in the south. Multiple storm threats. I do think there will be some tornado warnings that get issued. There may be one or two tornadoes. And then watch out for that freezing rain in the morning on Saturday across portions of the Northeast. That could cause some icy problems. Then a bigger plain old rain event does move in on Sunday. Not good news for the ski resorts in the Northeast. If you don't like us, no, guess it's good news for you. And then another system on Tuesday. And the Northwest, you will slowly dry out as we head into later next week. And then the colder air will return for portions of the East, while things will turn above average in the West. Hope you enjoyed today's update. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new down below. Hit that notification bell. Share this video with anyone you know. And leave your comments down below. We'll have another update again in the near future. Until then, stay safe and have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching.